Hey, hello, welcome to FS with Srikanth. Now we are going to discuss switch case. In a previous lectures, we discussed if else and nested if else with examples, beautiful examples. And please watch that before starting the switch case. And in a most important programs in a real time water and as per academic also most important program discussed in previous lectures. So now we are going to switch. So why we want to go with switch first of all? So what are the drawbacks in this previous one? The first one, if he checks the condition, if the condition false, it never executes the statement. It will be overcome with the help of this if else. What is if else? It checks the condition. If the condition is true, it executes the block of statement. Even condition false also, it executes else block statement. And there is a one drawback is there. What is the drawback? If we can check only one condition. And in a nested if and nested if else, there is a two aspects are there. In this if and if else, we can never check more than one condition, and we can write multiple condition. We never check multiple condition in this if and if else. But in a nested if else, we can check more than one condition, and we can be nested. And in this scenario, there is a one drawback is there. What is the drawback? Suppose I have 10 conditions. But I want to execute my statement. Particular condition level. Suppose in a condition 7 level, I want to execute my statements. You understood my situation. So here, switch statement. In a if and if else, it checks the 10 conditions. Suppose there is a condition 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how we can execute this if and if else? First, it checks the condition 1. If the condition is true, it never checks the 7. The remaining condition, it never checks. Right. If in case the condition 4 is true, until 1, 2, 3, 4 will be checks, it will execute the statement. If these 6, 7, 8, 7 conditions, it never checks. So that is one drawback is there in if and if else and nested if else, right? So where the condition is true, then it stops the execution, then it stops the performance. So nested if or if else condition, that situation, we face that problem. So when we are going to switch case, suppose there is a switch box, everyone knows switch, in every home having the switchboard is there. Suppose there are 10 switches are there, there are 10 switches. No one can use all 10 switches at a time, right or not? If in case you want a light, you can switch this one. You want a fan, you can switch this one, right or not? If in case you require all the statement, then you can switch on the all button. But here, there are 10 conditions. You can check your statements at this level. You can check statements at this level. And again, you can check this level. This type of scenarios, from the multiple block of statements, you can check one particular condition. From the multiple block of statement, you can check one particular statement. This can be done by switch case. Switch case also nested, means one switch case may allowing multiple switch cases. Same like if. Just you observe, this is a statement. Switch is used whenever we want to execute single block of statement from the multiple block of statement. There are multiple blocks are there. Suppose this is a one block and two block, 3. There are plenty blocks are there. In that you want to select particular one. In that you want to select particular statement. That situation we can use switch case. If in case there are 10 blocks are there, but you don't want to use the 10 blocks, that situation even also there is a default block is there, then automatically under the default block will be execute your statement like else block statement, right? Just you observe, this is your syntax. Switch case, we call it as this is a switch case, switch statement. Just observe, this is a switch statement. The switch is a one of the keyword. It containing expression or value. And one thing you mind it, switch case only allows integers, either characters. It never support for decimal values. Switch supports only integer and characters. Everyone knows that characters are internally stored as a values, numbers. So it can support. So how it can perform? Just observe, there are multiple expressions are there. When the user entered particular expression value, suppose he entered one value, then suppose he entered 3 value, then automatically this expression value is compare with this case value. Expression value is matched, compare with this case value. If the case value is matched with this expression value, then that block will be evaluated. That case will be evaluated, right? Suppose there is expression is there, value 1, you entered, value 2 enter. First it checks expression 1. First block it will be checked. So condition is not matched. Then it jumps to expression 2. Then if in case true, then it executes the block of statements. And it ignores these all things. Suppose he entered 4. First expression checks, second expression, third expression, fourth expression. Direct case 4 will be evaluated. If in case you entered 10, but 10 case is not available, case 10 is not available, then automatically not matched, in the sense default case will be available. The default case will be evaluated. The switch case is provide that one. But one thing, the default is not mandatory. Default is not mandatory. If you required, you can use the default case, but it is not mandatory. Here one thing, every case is end with a break statement. Every case statements are end with a break keyword. Every case statements are end with a break keyword, and every case values are end with a colon. You mind it? Every case value is end with a colon. Every case block will be, every case end with a break keyword. So there are plenty cases are there for case 1, case 2, case n, and this is a default state. This is a default block. So based on user expression value, it will be evaluated. So user may having multiple options. In this, there are 10 cases are there. User required 10th one, he can directly switch to 10th case. So automatically user can execute what they required. That block of statement will be evaluated. That is one of the great thing in switch case. So you understood, I think. So what are the rules are there? Switch is allowing only integer values, and every case is end with a colon, and every case block is end with a break keyword, and every block of default case is not mandatory, is optional. If you want to anywhere, you can place the case, default case. Default is not, we don't want to place a last level. You can place anywhere in the switch case, but automatically expression is first compare with the different case values. If in case your case value is not matched, then automatically the default value will be evaluated. Automatically default case value will be evaluated. That is one of the great thing. But that is one of the great advantage of this switch case. And now we are going to observe this. Not float, not real numbers, and the case block and default block must be end with a break keyword. Every case, the case word is end with a colon, and default is optional, and we can place anywhere in the program. Switch can be nested. We discuss all these points, right? The next one, this is our program. We want to execute display Monday to Sunday. You want to pick any one day from the given one. Just you observe here. We want to, so first we are telling to user, so if you enter M, Monday will become. If you enter T, Tuesday will become. If you enter W, Wednesday will become. This type of information we pass first. This is a print. Then user can be choose one word like a capital small t or capital T, whatever it may be, he can enter. Then the value will be stored in this scan CH. Character will be stored, the T or W or whatever it may be, user entered value will be entered. Then you observe, this is switch case. This keyword is not there. When the user entered W, the W will be stored here. First you observe cases. When we are giving options for M, T, W, and we provide for H and F, and U we are providing for users, right or not? So in this scenario, user may enter lowercase letters or uppercase letters. Maybe some situation user enter capital M, capital F maybe is enter, capital T may be enter, capital W may enter. That is user choice. For that reason, we write first case 1 and case M, capital M and small m. We write single area. Then we write printf slash n Monday, and this case M is end with break keyword, and case T is end with one more break keyword. Case W is end with another case keyword. Case H is end with break. Small f is end with K, break, and S end with K, and U end with K, and there is a default is there. Rest of these characters user may enter. Suppose I was enter X. That situation we give one message: you entered wrong input. So just observe. Now we are going to execute, and now we are going to execute this open switch case. Okay, days. Just observe. This is a switch case. First we are giving information, right? Printf, enter M for Monday, enter T for Tuesday, W for Wednesday. This type of information we pass and we store here. And case M, capital M. Just observe, this is not, and this way we can write. No issues actually. It is not at all an issue for execution. Just observe, compile. No errors. And while executing this one, we are giving clear information. Enter M for Monday, Tuesday, whatever it may be. Just I was enter yes. You selected Saturday. This type of information it provides. So there are multiple cases are there. Just you observe multiple cases are there. Just you observe again. I am checking, and capital W I am choosing capital W. Even also it gives Wednesday. and again I am checking one more, capital F, it gives Friday, and again I am checking small f, I am giving, you selected Friday. So this way we can just single code. So just observe in the just to observe, we are not closing properly. Characters are having single notations, single quotes. Just observe, in a compile time it never shows error, and while executing also it not showing any error. But when you are enter small f, what is wrong input, your small f case is not works. So that even every character is important in single quotes, double quotes, each and everything is counted. You minded that. So this is our execution case 1, and one more program we are trying to execute. Before that, I want to explain that program. Just observe. So this is one of the repeated question in your examination point of view, and in a interview point of view also. This is one of the most important program. This one in a real time when you are going to interview, that situation also it will be performed. So here arithmetic operator. So I was consider only plus, minus, subtraction and division only. I was consider multiply, right? So just to observe, so we are giving user choice. First of all, we need to enter two numbers we are entering. That is suppose 10 20 I am entering 10 20. What are the options it provides? 1 for sum, 2 for multiplication, 3 for subtraction, 4 for division. So this way we are giving. Just to observe, this is a case 1, s equal to a plus b. So we need one variable, s is sum, m is for multiplication, su for subtraction, d for division we are considering. So when the switch is there, when the user entered 1, n stores 1, and that value is forward to the switch case 1, automatically it compares, case value is 1, right or not? So automatically this case 1 will be evaluated, then it performs s equal to a plus b, 10 plus 20 and 30 will be stored under s, and it prints the s value and break. And suppose he is entered 3, then automatically case 3 will be evaluated. Case 3 is having subtraction is prints s minus a minus b, 10 minus 20 minus 10 will be stored on su, and it will be print. The same program we are trying to execute, right? Just observe, how do we enlarge the screen? Alt enter, automatically it will be program. We need switch case operators. Just observe, this is one program. Two values, we are collecting two values, and we giving option 1 for sum, 2 for multiply, 3 for subtraction, 4 for division. So we are giving option to user. When the user entered particular value, it stores under n, and n value is forward to switch. Automatically switch can be considered that n value. Then automatically the case values will be performed. Which case n value is matched with which case, then will be execute. Just to observe, compile, no error, and executing. And I want to enter 10 20, right? 10 20. And it asks 1 for sum, enter 1 for sum, 2 for multiply. This way I was entered 3. What value we are getting? Minus 10 we are getting. Same way I am trying to execute again 10 20, and I want to enter 4 division. What we are getting? 0 we are getting. What we are getting? 0. 10 by 20, some decimal values we are getting, but s is integer. You consider s is integer. Su is d is a integer, right? Here these all are, we are considered 22, and I was considered 7. We are getting 3 actually. Why? Because 21 by 7 means 3 point something we are getting, but d is a integer value. So division value will be stored only integer value. Decimal values will be ignored. Just observe, wrong input. Why wrong input? D is enter, right? D enter, right? I was enter characters actually, wrong input. So what 22 and 7, and I want to enter 4, right? 4. We are getting 3. Actually, generally we are getting 22 by 7 in the sense we are getting 3.1 something we are getting, right? So we are not getting this answer, right? So these are programs which is the most important for examination point of view, and in your lab point of view also most important, and parallelly it's the most important and expected interview program. Interview time definitely they ask, write any switch example, and you use operator. In that you use operator. Either you can write some arithmetic program with the help of switch case, and I need some like a calculator, simple calculator with the help of switch case. This type of scenarios they ask. So please consider this is the most important program. Thank you. Have a nice day. In a further lectures, we are going to discuss for loop. Next concept is for loop. We are going to cover for loop. Loops. It's the most important concept. And already I said conditional and conditional statements and looping statements are most important for all high level languages. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.